Hey everyone, my name is Jeremy with Quiet Mind Yoga, and I've created this series for the hips, hamstrings, and lower back because these are the most commonly requested body parts to work with in yoga classes when I teach. So usually there's some tension going on here. We tend to have this sitting disease where we're sitting a lot and our body is becoming adapted to rounding the shoulders, putting stress on the low back, shortening the hip flexors, shortening the hamstrings, and weakening the legs. So this whole series is designed to counteract all of that. So we'll be opening chest and shoulders, strengthening hamstrings, lengthening hip flexors, strengthening and lengthening all of the circumference of the hips, and doing everything we can to support the low back with some core strengthening. So it's a really comprehensive practice for the lower body and the lower back. So to do this practice, you don't need anything. If you don't even have a yoga mat, just start. I don't care if you have the props or not. You'll get more benefit. You can do some of the things I talk about a little more fully if you have the props. But if you don't, it doesn't matter. Just start. Take care of your body. That's what this is here for. When I started doing yoga, I didn't have these videos available to me. I didn't have these teachings available to me. But I've learned these things and have helped release a lot of stress in my body. And I've seen really powerful effects on other people in releasing stress in their hips, hamstrings, and low back. So if you do want to use the props for this, we'll use a tennis ball later in the series. We'll use a strap a few times in the series. We use blocks quite a bit. So if you can only get one prop that you probably don't have, that you can't really substitute, blocks are good, but books work as good substitutes too. There's some big books that are about this size. And then we'll use a blanket a few times in the practice, a yoga blanket, as well as a bolster. So there goes the tennis ball. But if you don't have these, do not let that deter you. You can start today. You can do this without these props. And if you don't have these props, you can get them on Amazon or local yoga studios. There's plenty of affordable options. So don't let cost or props deter you from taking care of your body, because that's what this is really about. So please just get started. You can start on day one right now. You can do this series one practice a day. I know people are doing it 2 practices a day. Whatever works best for you, that you're consistent with this practice is the most important thing. I don't care if you can do 1,000,000 poses or if you do 7 hours of yoga a day, but are you consistent? Are you doing this consistently to nourish yourself and seeing sustainable results in the long run, in the years and years and years ahead, and years of practice? That's what this is here for. So thank you for joining this 30-day challenge. It means a lot to me that I get to do this, and I've done a lot of these kind of yoga challenges in the past and seen tremendous results in my own physical health and mental well-being, and I hope you do get to experience those results as well. Enjoy.